Yeah, well, Paul got a piece of it. Paul did a good job. He fell asleep one time on Wood, and that's when Wood hit the three. But otherwise, again, you look at Paul's stat line, it wasn't much, but defensively, I thought he was very good. And then I think he did tip that last one. So, we were debating a little bit, should we foul, shouldn't we? But it's not something, again, unless you really practice that, I think it's a little tricky. And the way they rebound on a free throw rebound, that would have made me nervous, too, if you would have put him on the line. Obviously he missed those three, and he was probably a little shook. But we were trying to just run some clock, and he just happened to keep the ball in his hands, and then they went and fouled him. But good for him to step up and make those shots, make those free throws. That was significant. And like I said, just really proud of you look at the job. Certainly Joe, he was tough, very tough. Shaquille was, Mike Tobey was. Again, they stepped up when they needed to, and I also am very aware that they lost perhaps the best guard in the league in that game, and that was to our benefit. But we still had to make plays, and we persevered, and I'm very thankful for the win. Look, boy, we were laying it on the front of the rim a number of times. You looked at Evan, though he did hit that big one, which we needed, but I don't know if it was the fatigue of the amount of games in a short amount of time, but I do know the physicalness and the athleticism of NC State was more than we've seen all year. And you could see that in the first half, how quick those guys could get to the rim or bounce off the floor and get after it with second shots. And we looked a little sluggish. And then, I thought we had a good matchup with Joe when Warren was on him, and Joe took advantage of that. Yeah, no, I definitely, I think, all three of them have been in those spots. And that's valuable experience for them, for us, for their future, all that stuff. But, they made some good plays. I thought Justin really did a good job defensively. That's why Mike got 4 fouls, and we took him out. And I thought Justin battled against Leslie. Just his physicality showed, and it was that was important. And, without Darion, he played 6 minutes, and I knew I was going to play him in a short stint, and it flared a little bit up on him, so we said that's enough. But Justin was key on that defensive matchup the last, 4 or 5 possessions. Have to have that. Yeah, he was very active. He and Darion are probably the two guys athletically that can kind of hang in there with some of those guys. So I thought he really, I think he righted the ship in the second half and was, I don't know what his first half stats were rebounding, but I thought he was real active and made a couple nice moves and did a real good job in the second half. And he's a hard competitor. He doesn't back down from stuff, and that was, I thought, significant for us in this game.